What up? What's happening? Know y'all ain't seen me in a minute. KJ Dub back in it. Y'all know what's up. Coming to holler at y'all. Just gonna talk my shit. I really ain't, you know what I'm saying, got nothing going on that I need to be talking about. Ain't no events or nothing like that coming up right now. I mean, there's been some events that have went down, that's for sure. But and some lessons learned, some experiences, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I guess I would say I have a small but large message. Men and women, we really got this whole life thing fucked up. Every time I do these videos, my lips be fucked up. And I never think about that shit before I do it. I just fucking do it. Record the shit, ain't even live, and still keep it when I could just redo it, but I don't care. Most of us don't know that, yeah, you're supposed to be able to draw happiness from yourself, and you're supposed to conduct yourself a certain way in life, and so on and so forth. And that's where you get all these religions and these rules, because if you leave humans to think what they want to freely, completely freely, most of the time it's something that's wrong. And the mentality, the path, the setup, the thought process is what matters most in this life. It's basically biggest life lesson, life knowing thing that you need to keep as a focus. Because what you do really don't matter as much as why you did it and how you did it. If that makes sense. And I'll give you some examples. In a relationship, supposed to be a committed relationship, exclusive, and somebody decides to cheat. Now, number one, most folks in that situation do not care about the most important things, because it might change the way they think about the situation. Like, for example, most people don't care about why. Why did it happen? I made a whole video about that. Facebook, YouTube. But, and how they went about it. The reason why all of that's important is because that shows, why definitely tells you why it happened, what made this person do it. But to also know how they did it, how they went about it, that also, that shows who they are even more than the reason why they told you. They did it because most people, even when they finally tell you the truth, they usually don't tell you. They still aren't telling you the full truth. And a lot of times when they do tell you the truth and they don't tell you the full truth, it's not their fault that they're still not telling you the full truth. It's just that they're trying to get the truth out. And then later on, you hear more about the truth. There's more details about the truth. And a lot of people want to ignore details and act like that don't matter. I don't care how it happened. I don't care what you did. But the whole time, you sitting there thinking to yourself exactly them thoughts. Been there. I already know. People can say that. Nah, that's not what you think. Yes, you do. If a motherfucker rob you and you ain't see that shit, you know what I'm saying? But you got semi-witness accounts, people saying, I think it was this motherfucker, kind of looked like that motherfucker, whatever. The first thing that come into your mind isn't why they did it. First thing that come to your mind is how they did it. Because it's the way the human mind thinks. So my point in saying what I'm saying, that one of the main things in life that needs to be paid attention to is intent and how. Why and how. I'm on the how now. Started out with why, because why is pretty simple. How gets a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? I did, and I've done treacherous shit in my life, from robbery to, I would say, attempted murder, cheating, petty theft, shit, selling drugs, beating people down, you know what I mean? All that. And it wasn't even about what I was doing that says who I was. It was about how I did it. And that also reason why people get caught and people don't get caught. And people, you be wondering how this motherfucker can do this shit all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? And get away with it. Fresh hat. Got for me by my wife. You did. Birthday gift. Even though my birthday was, she did the best she could, I guess, with, what she had as far as money go, and she did the best she could as far as what she had as far as emotions go. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother video and story. But intent. That day, this last week, the intent behind different things was made massive decision making for me, and thoughts and ideas, because it's like the intent. My God, I hope the intent is good on this. And then what's the intent on that? That's crazy, because that's too much. There's only so much you can take. But yeah, pay attention to that. Actually ask them questions. Actually give those details. For the simple fact that, you need to hear it. You need to hear how you went about it. Like I said, I've done some treacherous things. Like in my relationship, I cheated. The reason why, because why is pretty easy. I was hurting. I was feeling like I was less than a man, less than a human at times, with the way things were going in my household, the way our life was. Had many years before that of infidelity, and me dealing with that, and it being blamed on me because of the way that I act and the things that I do. And I was immature and just feeling like you just trying to control me. You just, you know what I'm saying? You just trying to push me around, and at the same time, like, got this messed up mentality that money not really solves all things, but money is supposed to get respected in high regard because of how much energy and time you put into getting it. You know that mentality. It sound good, you know. You work hard and you deserve to be treated right because you work hard, and whatever you put your money on, those things should be respected by those that it benefits. I mean, it definitely sounds good and sounds real, and it is, and that definitely should be regarded as some type of respect. But when it comes to a relationship with anybody, but mainly with, the significant other, that can't be the basis of it. That can't be the only thing that you're doing with it. You know what I'm saying? That can't be it. It just can't. You gotta be emotionally involved. You gotta do the little things. You gotta show the love because that money can run out. But love you can do for life. You know what I'm saying? And love is free and don't cost a thing. And that's what I mean by intent. Like, imagine that a person say they love you, they in love with you, they only want to be with you, want to marry you, actually do it. And the whole time they thinking, you know, I pay the bills, I make sure that you got a roof over your head, I make sure you got food in your stomach, got clothes on your back, you know what I'm saying, transportation. Um, any endeavor that you want to do in life, I'll support it. I'll be right behind you. You want to have your own business, you want to, whatever you want to do, I'm right here financially. You don't have to worry about money ever again. As long as I'm breathing, you getting paid. And that's my way of showing you love because I wouldn't do that for this person. I wouldn't do that for them. I ain't gonna do that for my mama. But I do that for you, right? Sound good. And it is good. It's a real giving idea. But you gotta compound that. That means you gotta do some other stuff with it, like show love. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you are the giver. Maybe you're gonna be the one who has to clean up the house and motherfucking uh, come with the hugs and the kisses and all the sweet love and all that and the money. If you don't like it, which I've been hearing a whole lot over this year from the one that I love so deeply. You don't like it, leave. Harsh. For real? Because if you really don't like it, you'll leave. So obviously you like it. And maybe you don't like it. Maybe you hoping. Maybe you holding. Maybe you pushing. Maybe you grinding. Maybe you striving. Maybe you just trying. But whatever it is, you ain't leaving. Because if it was that bad, if it was so bad and you just can't take it, you leave. They telling you that they self. Like if you was doing this to me, there's no way I would be here. At least not in that form. Because you feel the same way I feel. We got this connection, these connections that we made. Don't ever want to sever. They don't ever want to see that go. Want to always be there. Always. Don't want to have to do that from a distance. I ain't gonna put my words on that. But I think most people understand. Boy, mom blew out. Blue hat, blue hoodie, blue blinds, and in the shears in the back. Blue boy gang. What up? Anyway, um, check the intent, man, on what people be doing, what people talking about. Cause you be surprised some of the shit that somebody say or do to you, and you taking it one way, but they meant it a whole nother way. You know what I mean? a failed relationship. And I don't know if I'll ever get it back. I say I don't even want back what we had. I want something brand new with the same person. That's what I want. And it had trying to work brand new. Trying to work with it. Just wanted to check it out, see what it looked like on camera. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm just saying, like, you gotta look at things from outside the box. You know what I mean? From outside of where you at, because where you at and what you doing, trying to make it look a certain way. Cause I want to see it a certain way, but it ain't working anymore. Trying to always see everything from where you coming from, just is only from where you come from. That's your movie. That ain't everybody else's movie. Just because they featured in your movie because they're in your eye view doesn't mean that everything they do has you featured in theirs. Even if they the star of your movie. Because technically you gonna always be the star of your movie. As you seeing it from your view. You gotta look outside the box. You gotta open up to other ways of thinking, the way other people are doing things. Because, man, you'll lose so much in life, go through so much in life that's completely unnecessary. All because you didn't understand exactly what they meant, or you didn't believe what they said because of how they act, and you felt like their intent behind what they were saying was something else. And they never said that. They said what they said straight out, and that's what they meant. And you completely let your mind take over and take it in a whole nother direction that it should have never went, which was nothing but negative, and it caused you to end up getting negative because you put out negative. I'm learning that, and I'm trying my best to stop. Been having some issues with that lately, still, but you gotta learn your intent in this life, man. Why are you doing what you're doing? And then how you go about it. What that says about you. Like I was saying before, and I keep jumping off of it, I had cheated, and I completely lied about my situation once the situation became a situation, because at first it wasn't a situation. It was like relationship fucked up. I'm always depressed, always upset. This chick come along trying to be basically a lackey or teacher's pet, because I'm the manager or whatever, so I'm running the ship. So you trying to impress me all the time, telling me I'll do this and I'll do that, and I was jumping on jobs, making it a whole lot easier for me to be the manager instead of having to be an employee manager or a crew member manager or whatever, where I gotta work most of the job and do all the paperwork. I can just do paperwork. But you keep doing all that shit, and I let that shit, you start pushing up on a motherfucker, and I let that shit get to my head, like, damn, you must really actually, you know what I'm saying, genuinely like a motherfucker that damn much to do all this shit. You acting like a motherfucker tell your ass jump off a goddamn bridge, you be like, which one and what direction? What side you want me to jump off of? You want me to do a pirouette? When I do this shit, it's like, So, and then, you know, you go home and you arguing, you fighting, and you want to hug and kiss and all this shit, but this person's upset, and you taking that as um, you need to back up off her, when in reality, that's when you should have been going towards her. Part of that fucked up way of thinking that, you know, you take what somebody's saying, you twist that shit, and turn it into some negative shit that it ain't, because they wouldn't say that shit if they didn't mean that shit. All depending on who you're dealing with. So basically, you screwing yourself. But I let that happen. You know what I'm saying? And lied, finally started showing any type of interest towards the situation, and lied, said, you know, separating, I'm doing all this shit, not living there and all that shit. And I'm like, thinking to myself, do this shit. Because all these years that this shit's been done to me, and I let that shit go. And shit ain't got no better. It's just getting worse. I don't know what the fuck she doing. I'm always at work. I have no idea. I ain't never stopped her before. She definitely hate me. So I'm like, fuck it. Fuck it. I said, fuck everything. Fuck the life. Fuck her. Fuck myself. Fuck everything. Just like, fuck it. I don't care. And I did that shit. Still thinking, this person's supposed to fucking leave. This shit's not gonna come up. I ain't gonna worry about it. Just something that I did that made me feel better because of all the fucking pain that I was dealing with. Not in the sense of revenge. It's just kind of like boosting your ego, make you feel like you something special. Oh, I deserve this shit. Right. I earned this shit. All this pain I went through and all this money I spent. I deserve to have somebody just show me nothing but love, and find out the whole entire fucking setup. You should have never done this shit in the first goddamn place. Could have been getting that and more from the one that you chose. So if you get what I'm saying, I look at the intent behind that. Never really wanted to do that shit at all. But I lied to myself. I kept that mentality that money actually means you love somebody. And it don't. No matter how much work you put into it, no matter how much you put out there. The more you put out there, the less love they have for you. If you ain't showing them love like they want it in their language, how they receive love, just because that's how you receive love. And the worst part is that's not even, I didn't even know, because I was in that mentality that that's not my love language. That's why it's so easy for me to give it away, because I know I'll get more, whether a little or a lot. I'm gonna get more. It's gonna come. I might rush it at times or whatever, but it's gonna come. And um, what you call it? That's not even my love language myself. Mine is affection, attention, you know, conversation mainly. That's why I'm doing this. All this talking to my damn self and to whoever decides to look at it. But yeah, that's my love language. I love to talk. I love people that's gonna have intelligent things to say. Talk to people all the time, but when you're interested in talking to one person, that's what you're looking for. I'm interested in talking to really one person. about real shit that actually can really happen if we actually put our minds together and actually stay on one accord and make it happen because of their ability and my abilities and our intent. You know what I'm saying? Our intent was to build a family, so great intent. That's why my conversation my real, you know what I'm saying? This is real, but there's a whole nother level of real that I got that I can manifest things. Things actually happen. Cars get bought, houses get bought, businesses get built. You know what I'm saying? Educations get paid for. You know what I'm saying? Different things get created with what I'm thinking. And I can do it with this person. I know I can because of how intelligent they are. I just need them on one accord with me and not on another. But can't stop somebody from going their own way. But nevertheless, intent and how they did it just shows who they are. How I did it shows that I'm ashamed of myself. I'm ashamed of my life. So I lied. Ashamed. Instead of being a proud man. Because if I would have been a proud man, I would have never done it. I would have knew better. Like all these other motherfuckers out here who do know better, but they use that to their advantage to get what they want. I used to think that all these dudes showing all that extra love and affection to these women was doing that just to get the money out of them and the love and the kisses and all the sex. But they weren't doing what was right because these women would complain about that. You got all these bills paying, all you want to do is fuck. He want this, he want that. I gotta buy him this instead of paying for that. I used to hear them stories and used to think, man, that shit bogus as fuck. I'll never do a woman like that. I'll always make sure I get money and I'll provide and I'll be there. That's not enough. You gotta put those two together and have true intent behind it. And then you get that perfect relationship with that person who wants that as well. Y'all be cool. God bless if you believe in him. Wherever your God may be. I'ma holler at you. I got responsibility.